and talk about the breaking news that we got. First, let's address the elephant in the room. I know a lot of people want to talk about it before we get to Avonte Maddox. Jalen freaking Hurts and AJ Brown are fine, y'all. Y'all don't need to worry about that. They're best friends, they're besties, they're ride or die and brother in arm. Jalen freaking Hurts is the godfather of AJ Brown's daughter. Jalen freaking Hurts is the reason AJ Brown is here in Philly to begin with. They bickered. They bickered when they was practicing last year, when they was practicing outside of Philly. So what's the difference now? So I'm not worried about Jalen Hurts. AJ Brown is like, just continue to give him the ball. What up, sis? CC in the chat. So what's up, sis? Continue to do what you do, sis. So salute to you. And it's good to see you at the link, man. Salute to sis and my guy, the Atlanta Falcon fan. Salute to the both of y'all, man. I saw sis at the link. Yeah,
hold on. Hey, look.
Fan. I know it was.
I know. Hey, I know we moved on from Braden Mann, right?
Huh?
Hey, I know we moved on from Braden Mann, but I just wanted to look at some of his stats. This man was last year, he was second in travel with the ball off the punt last year, and he was third in putting inside the 10. He had in 2020, he had 3,000.
Hold on, King, Smitty. Y'all want to? If y'all free on Monday, if y'all want to.
We court on Monday, of course we free, bro.
Monday night though.
Let it happen, man. Monday night we here. We're gonna do a lot of play-by-play. They're gonna see everybody's reaction. Hopefully, y'all Wi-Fi is working. That's all I got to say.
Then it's done. Then it's done. I'll invite Mitch too, because we also got CoolCat Mitch as well. So we'll just do, we'll just do a combination of both and just bring them to Birds of Broad Street. So So it's done. We'll do a special edition of Birds of Broad Street next Monday. Yeah, so go ahead, Smitty. What you were saying?
Ain't even a special edition. We already record Monday nights. So it's like, we can stretch it a little longer though. If y'all want to watch the game together, it's cool with me.
Yeah, we can stretch it. Yeah, no. You gotta talk to CoolCat.
Yeah,
CoolCat be like,
what y'all mean? A special game day edition of Birds of Broad Street? What the y'all mean? Please, done.
I'm sitting there with CoolCat. I'm like, yeah, first down, Eagles. Yep. So look,
anything else? We can kind of started a little later though, like closer to the game for real. Like,
yeah, facts. We could do it like that. It just started like 8:15, 8:25ish, whatever the time the game come on.
Yeah, but me and Mitch will start early, and we'll just bring you guys in.
That's cool.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'll let Mitch know and everything else. But go ahead, Smitty, what you were saying. So it's done. Birds of Broad Street special edition with Mitch Kowalski. I'll let him know. I'll bring him to the show. But yeah, go ahead, Smitty. What you were saying about what?
I was just saying the last 3 years, he has the most punting yards by any punter. He was second in punt yards traveled with 46.9. In the 3 years, he has almost 3,600 punting yards. I think we're in a good spot, man. I think we found us a little gem, man. If Pittsburgh didn't waste a draft pick, he wouldn't have been out there.
Yeah. So go ahead, King. Let's start with you about the Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown situation. Go ahead.
So I'm on record, man. I'll put this up on my TikTok. If you don't got friends that's going to hold you accountable, I don't know what you're doing in that type of relationship. And basically, you need to reevaluate who you call friend. Because if somebody's not telling me when I'm messing up, I don't want y'all around. That's just facts, right? Number one. Number two, it was a couple plays that he was frustrated about, and one particular is that he really did not see AJ Brown, and AJ Brown was open. And basically, he was like, yo, throw me the ball. A lot of people are saying that, he was just mad because he wasn't a part of the game plan. I don't think it was that. It was just simple fact that, like I said, Jalen Hurts was not looking at all his progressions. And if you've seen that progression, AJ Brown was open. Quez Watkins was open. You know what I'm saying? Like, on certain plays. So He just got to get better with it, get into a rhythm. And I think Brian Johnson needs to handle that better. And we don't have things like that going on. You know, these type things go on in the locker room. It's just the fact that we saw it. And now everybody's trying to blow it up to be something negative, whereas though that, you know, and then he went on and apologized. Nobody's seen that video until I posted it up on X or Twitter. Nobody's seen that video when he said all the talking was my bad. You know, he's gonna go in and they're gonna get him some slant plays, get him going, and then get that rhythm going, and then we're gonna see a whole different offense on Monday. So I'm not too worried about it at all. You know, a lot of people are on record saying that they wanted to trade AJ Brown, which is illiterate to me. You know, the guy just almost had 1,500 yards last season, man. He broke the record in yards by a Philadelphia Eagle ever. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't sit up there and trade that away off of 1 year and then one mess up. It's just crazy. It's crazy that this is even a topic, you know, just because he's talking to his guy like that. You know, I just think that they have that much respect for each other. You know, Jalen Hurts is on record saying that, you know, we hold each other accountable. Who is he? Just because he got paid and all that, you know, he had to be held accountable too. So at the end of the day, everybody's equal. Everybody wants the same thing. That everybody wants to win. And yes, of course, you want to be a part of that winning culture and being able to get touches and everything like that. But at the same time, I don't think it was addressed towards anybody that was doing good, i.e. Devontae Smith, and they was trying to make that a thing too. It's like, you know, you can't do something like that, you know, when this team is 2-0 for a reason. And you know, regardless if we didn't play our best game or not, man, we coached well enough to win at the end of the day. So, you know, I don't think it was a big deal. I think that it was just two friends that was frustrated with each other. I fought my brothers, I fought friends, and then we go to the courts afterwards. You know, it is what it is. But at the same time, you know, a lot of people's going to blow it up to what it's not. So, you know, have fun with it. It's a story, and you know, we'll see as the season progresses, you know, how that story is going to be obsolete.
Smitty?
I don't think it's an issue, right? But my one problem with my team is now that it's been pointed out as an issue, the first 5 plays is going to be a force. The first five throwing plays are dang near guaranteed to be targeted at AJ Brown to try to solidify that there's no problem. Instead of just playing football. Like, we understand there's no problem. Obviously, we're in a situation where he came open. He felt like Jalen Hurts could have took an extra second and scanned the field and got him the ball, which he showed last year, the same tendency, and then he went for 1,500 yards. Like, I don't understand why people blow it out of proportion. But it's nothing serious, man. It wasn't like he was cussing the man out, calling him out his name. You can literally read his lips, and he said, I was open, and then Jalen Hurts said, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, right after that argument, the next time we got on the field, the first 3 plays right there was a force to AJ Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my only problem with Sirianni as a coach. When he feels like something's a problem or he missed something, he forced it. Look at the first few plays of the Vikings game. Dallas Goedert. The man had 5 targets, 3 catches, 6 yards. Like, it was unnecessary to do that. Let him just get into the flow of the game.
Hey, bro, is that Nick Sirianni or is that BJ Paul's?
No, he did it last year.
He did it last year.
When AJ did, go back to the week 2 game last year. Devontae Smith didn't have no catches in the first game, right? Look at the all 22. The first 6 passing plays, Devontae Smith.
But look at who you force feeding, bro. These top 3 players.
I understand, but you ain't got to do that. If somebody's smart enough for me to see it, what do you think the defensive coordinator? Hey, the first play that you see AJ Brown out here, sit on the slant. That could be an easy interception. I don't want you to force feed it.
But look,
it's a possibility though. I would take the slant 9 out of 10 times.
We can say this though. We got average players. But Dallas Goedert is top 3 in his position. AJ Brown, Smitty, they both top 10 in their position. You got to get these dudes the ball, bro. It's like I mean, your offense not gonna flow if none of these dudes not in rhythm. So I understand it. It's like, and it can't. It might not even be a Nick Sirianni or Brian Johnson thing. It's a Jalen Hurts and them his guys, bro. I'm gonna get you going this week. Even if the play not called for him, he looking for him.
But I wasn't just gonna show the passing option, Trey. It was a couple of times rushing last year where we fed Miles Sanders because the game before that he only had 6 carries. Sirianni likes to nip stuff in the bud. He likes to make people happy because it makes the team play better. But I'm just saying, just let the game flow. It's gonna happen. If AJ Brown gonna get open, they got the connection. He gonna get open.
What if letting the game flow is that option though? You get me? Because they had bad games.
5 times in a row.
They had bad games. So I ain't gonna say the game plan not towards them. It's just like, all right, bro. They seen this on camera. Dallas Goedert was open. We ain't hit him. Now this could possibly be open, bro. It's a lot of scenarios, but at the end of the day, you got to get your playmakers the football. It's unacceptable for Dallas Goedert to not have a catch in the first game, like not one catch, even if it's for like 2 yards.
So you don't think it's bad that we targeted him 5 times for 3 receptions and 6 yards, and his first 2 receptions were negative?
That's fine. It's like
that's what I'm saying about forcing the ball. Like it was no need to get negative yards.
Trying to get the dudes going. It was games Randy Moss only had like 2-3 receptions. Then the next game they force fed him, and the dude went for damn near 200 yards. So it's like, bro, like it all come with football for real. For it's like like I said, you got Dallas Goedert. I only put 2 dudes over Dallas Goedert. And that's honest. I put Kelsey and Kittle over him. I got him number 3. I don't even put Mark Andrews, none of them dudes over, because Dallas Goedert can run, he could block his ass off, and he's a dynamic passer a pass catcher in the red zone. So you gotta get some of these dudes the ball. Even AJ Brown. AJ Brown is top 5 in his position right now, bro. So you gotta get these dudes the ball. It ain't even about force feeding them, it's just getting them hot. It's just getting them hot. Like, all right, I'll give you the ball a couple times. I mean, it ain't work out this week. Dallas Goedert ain't really go off this week. But next game, he touched the football. He actually felt the football in the game. So next game, we can see Dallas Goedert go for 110 yards, 2 touchdowns.
It's almost like it's almost, not to cut you off, but it's just like you playing basketball. You see one go in, and then it's like, all right, now I get the ball. I'm in connection with my quarterback, and now the quarterback like, oh, I got this guy, and I got this guy. Now we can call plays that, we want to either try out, or plays we know that's going to work against this team because we studied this play. That's what it is. But first you got to build that rapport in game with these players, man. Like Trey said, we got these top guys that we are high on. Why not try to get them in rhythm first? And then first things first, you got to get Jalen Hurts in rhythm, because if he's not in rhythm and he's not going and he's sitting up there, not the slant to AJ, the in and out, or the short pass to Dallas Goedert for him to sit up there, or the end route to Avonte, if he's not getting those, then those deep passes is just deep passes. They already know that that's what they're going to try to go for. If the run game is not working, it becomes predictable. So you got Brian Johnson has to put him in position to get into a flow and to a rhythm, to the point where now he can spread the ball out. Now our offense is deadly, especially with DeAndre Swift there. That's what I'm saying. It's a flow. But yes, I do agree with you, Smitty, that you can't force feed one player, because now it becomes predictable that way. And
that's
now
all I'm saying, bro.
No. I'm hitting both points.
6 plays in a row. That's just ridiculous to me. That's
you can't do that. And I get it. Because I did see that too in the Vikings game. Remember, we went live.
Dallas Goedert was the hot route the first 5 plays. Like I see him because they was trying to get him
the ball. Now, what I think they should have done is use him as a decoy, because now mentally they're going to be like, all right, well, they're going to get him the ball, so we got to be on him. Oh, he's the decoy. Oh no, over the top or underneath. Yep, we got the first down. We got the chains moving, because now it's that. Now you don't got Dallas Goedert. Now you can get Dallas Goedert the ball where he needs to be. But I agree with you that it shouldn't have been consistent. like that, because if it is, now it's predictable. Jalen Hurts is looking for one read, and you putting him into the space where he was when we were trying to question like if we needed to go another route with quarterback or if we need to give him another chance. So now he's going backwards, not forward. Whereas though you got to open up the playbook for him. You have to.
All right, so for the AJ Brown thing, it's like, bro, we cried for a dominant wide receiver. And now that the dude is like, I mean, he a little frustrated, he not getting the football. Okay, that come if you play football, bro, and you play like a position, like a skill position, and you felt like you was that dude, everybody had these moments. I play running back. I argue with my quarterback all the time, bro. Like, yo, come on, bro, just dump it all to me. Like, I'm gonna make a play for you, bro. Just give me the football. Like, it just sucked that it was like on the sideline, in game stuff like that. But they had these conversations in the locker room, on the phone, all this stuff, bro. Like, we cry for Philadelphia Eagles cry for everything, and then when we get it, now it's we gotta trade this dude, we gotta do that because he's not a team. That don't mean he's not a team player. Dude had 1,500 yards and over 10 touchdowns last year, bro. He want the football. Yep. Why wouldn't he want the football? Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't he want the football? Just like Devontae Smith want the football. Devontae Smith went off in that Vikings game. He was open. He had a dude that it was a bad matchup and he was cooking him. I mean, AJ Brown, he gonna run his little slants. They sitting on that. Ain't no way Jalen Hurts can get this dude the football right now if y'all just running this little simple slant route because they sitting on everything. The linebackers is literally dropping back 10 yards and they're coming up and making the tackle. Bro,
put that up, man.
We beat these dudes 3 times deep with Devontae Smith. And they all just look like cake. If this dude open, I'm feeding him. Just like if Goddard open. Just like if AJ Brown open. Quez, any of them open, I'm feeding them. Devontae Smith beating the dude all night. I'm going to keep giving him the football. Why not? Like, bro.
No, I understand that part too, though. Now, that part I do. That's the part I do love about us too. Like when Devontae Smith or AJ on, hey Jalen, like, hey, look, that's my guy tonight. And until he fucked up, I'm not going nowhere else.
I'm feeding, bro.
But see, where I'm at with it, y'all, is that I feel like the defenses has been studying us because I think we're the targets. And since we're the targets, I feel like that they know that. Okay. If AJ Brown was going off, just like the Steelers game, for instance, just to throw it out there on top of my head, they was going to him. And the Titans game, you already know they was going to go his way. But that's what I'm saying, that they figured that out. Oh, Devontae Smith, even though he balled out last week, they already know, Devontae Smith going off, they're going to go to him. So now they can double him and all that. My thing is, why not know that? And not force feed it until it mess up. Just like, they on Devontae. I already know. Look, the safeties and everything is shifting that way towards the side. Let's go over here. Let's go under. Let's do this. Let's do that. Keep the chain rolling because we could just keep going. But, I feel like that the offensive coordinator and Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts get so complacent at times. It's frustrating. And I know we're talented enough to, win these games, but at the same time, like, you want to be like, we did Philadelphia Eagles, bro. Like,
one problem
we gotta get.
It's beating Jalen Hurts' head. He's a Nick Saban quarterback. Doing it over and over again is Nick Saban's thing. Like, if Nick Saban killing you with one person, you might not see another person touch the ball for 3 or 4 quarters in a row. That's just something that's beating his head. He was there for 3 years, bro. That's the type of football they play. And I watched a little bit of tape of his dad. I couldn't find a lot of his high school tape. Look like he do the same thing. So since a yay high, he been, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And you can see it in him, bro. As soon as one of them get hot, you'll see him look him off. He turn right to AJ. Ooh.
And plus, you got 2 number 1 receivers, bro. It's like, if he not hot, somebody gonna get hot. Somebody gonna get hot, bro. And even them testing the Vikings on that deep pass, the first joint of Devontae Smith, that's the trigger button right there. That's like, all right, yeah, he gonna be on tonight. We're gonna feed him tonight.
Because he actually made that catch. Devontae actually made that catch, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah, because Hurts with a little shirt, but he went back and got that joint. I mean, that's a #1 wide receiver, bro. Even when the ball bad, you got to make a play on it. Like, but
Yeah.
when he
I seen
hot,
him do it in a few
and
games
even on
too.
the second one, they was bold enough to really single coverage this dude after he just cooked y'all down the field. Why would he not go to him? All he had to do was an inside out move and then just ran up the field, touchdown. Like, bro, like
Yeah.
we got too much. And once they start putting it together, like last
That's what I'm
year, because
saying, man.
Devontae started off slow last year. He had the
He
two
did.
bad games, and then that Washington game, he murdered them, and it was murder she wrote after that. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, it happens. It's like early in the season, people are game planning for AJ Brown because AJ Brown is a problem. He's been a problem since he
Yeah.
came in the league. They are game planning for him, and I feel like they're game planning more for him than they are Devontae, and Devontae reaping the benefits right now. But once
Hey
they
Trey,
start shifting that coverage over to Devontae, AJ gonna go off. And once they start shifting the coverage over to both of them, Goddard gonna go off. Bro, we
Gotta
got
go
too
on.
much. We had too much. And it's not gonna be beautiful at the beginning, but all we
No.
worrying about is the ending, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
hey, I know we Philly fans, right? But if just a real quick, do y'all remember it was a Monday night game? Like it was Pittsburgh versus Washington, and they kept
Yep.
putting 26 on Antonio Brown, and every time he would do it, Ben would go like this. He changed the play and go up top. That's what I feel like Jalen be doing, bro. He find a dude he don't like. He like, oh, he can't cover him. Hey.
Well, that's anybody in the league that does that, man. Any quarterback does that, man. Change up the play. Like, look, I see a mismatch that I like. I favor that. This is where we're going with the ball, and I like that decision. You know, if it works, it works. If it don't, make sure you back the ball down. Make sure you back the ball down so it's not an interception, right? But I say that to say this. I really believe that, I agree. I agree that, if somebody's, hot and they got it going, you want to keep, trying to get them the ball. This is what the Vikings do with Justin Jefferson, but I am also a fan of what a team like the 49ers do and getting, everybody involved, Ayuk, getting Debo involved, getting, everybody's involved, even though they can't go with the deep pass, they can't do that because Brock Purdy is not one of those type of guys. We've seen that. Like, that's why I said that's one of the weaknesses, by the way. But at the same time, I think that we got the guys that we can spread the ball around and everybody eats. Everybody eats, man. Pay their food, man. That was a good movie.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk Avonte Maddox because we got some news on him. It says Avonte Maddox will have surgery this week to repair his torn pec. It's like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, y'all. So he will be out indefinitely and potentially for the rest of the season. Smitty, you talked about this already, but go ahead and talk about it again.
I just hope Mario Goodrich or Eli Ricks or Kelly Ringo or whoever we put in that slot can hold the spot down because we had this problem last year. I mean, we had the same problem and we figured it out. So this time we don't got Josiah Scott to mess it up. Hopefully one of these young guys can perform a little bit better than him, which is something I asked for. So as an Eagle fan, I got to stand on that I didn't want Josiah Scott in that spot. But I'll take whoever they put there right now and see what he got. And if he don't work, we got a few options. So I'm optimistic. But I think it's time to, kind of I don't know, man. He young, but it feels like he keep pulling the rug from under himself, man, every season with the injuries. Like he got all the ability on the field. Like he got everything you need as a slot corner. Like when he's on the field, he top 5 as a slot corner. But then it's like, how long is he on the field for us? Sometimes it's not enough. Like to be figuring out in week 3 what you're going to do at a nickel spot that you've been pretty much solidified in the whole offseason. You played 2 games and for you to go down with a major injury again, like the toe injury last year seemed to be like taking you out. You went out twice with that. And now you know what I'm saying? It's just, I think we got enough options at the safety, at the corner spot to kind of cover. And if you need to, you got Sidney Brown in there also. I forgot about him. He can play corner. He can play nickel. We're going to find out, man. We're going to see what our young guys made of. And last year we complained about the young guys not getting PT. So, You get to see him now.
Kane?
So I think, like, Nick Sirianni was on record today basically saying that, in training camp, they did have James Bradbury, who should be back from concussion protocol in a slot. I don't know if they're going to try that at first, but we do got some young guys that can, actually, and this would be the game to do it, honestly. Try to put them out there to see how they go with Bradbury and Slay. Like Smitty said, Sidney Brown, you got him, you got Kelly Ringo, you got
Eli Ricks, Mario Goodrich.
Yeah, you got all these other young guys, and then also you got who's that? Job.
Yeah, Josh Job.
You got Job in the picture as well. So you got all these guys that you could put in the slot, just to test out. I like the aggression of Eli Ricks. I do like that. But right now, you can't have that because it could be drawing penalties. They're real tight, on Eagles play calling right now.
It don't look like they calling penalties though, because all these penalties I've been seeing on these highlights, they hooking. They done let what now they done got enough cussing out for Bradbury. They just let it go, huh, DV?
They definitely letting them play.
They should have let it go in the Super Bowl, goddammit.
No, they wasn't going to let that. They wasn't going to let that happen, man. Come on. But anyway, let's not even go there because that could be all night.
I'm just
but I know, but at the same time, like I think that Avonte Maddox, man, it's just unfortunate, man. It's not like the guy came out and said, "Look, I'm going to get injured this game." It's just unfortunate that this guy's very injury prone, and yes, it's frustrating because I'm like, it's not helping the squad, it's not helping the team. The best ability is availability, and he's not there. It was times last season that CJ Gardner-Johnson had to be in the slot. Even though we got him to be the safety. But I really believe that Avonte Maddox could bounce back if we go deep into the playoffs. He could be back. Who knows? But as far as right now, man, I don't see it looking good, and I really believe that Avonte Maddox he'll be missed. But I think we got enough to cover it up.
Right?
Yeah, Avonte Maddox the one that forced that fumble early on in the game. When he came up and made the tackle, stripped the ball out. So I mean, he a great player when he's on the field, but he rarely on the field, man. It's like a revolve. It's like a broken record at this point. It's like, man, get hurt early in the season, even if it's like a serious one or a little minor one. We got to make up for you not being there. You come back, you play good. When you're on the field, he plays great. I love Avonte Maddox, but it's like, bro, maybe your body not made for this. I mean, you're a small dude. What are you, like 5'9", like a buck?
Yeah.
590. So right. It's like, bro, like, I mean, sometimes it's like, y'all remember Bob Sanders? He was like ultra aggressive. Dude was a hitter, all that. His body just couldn't hold up, man.
Eric Berry.
Yeah, Eric Berry, body couldn't hold, bro. It happens. We got us a gem. It's just that we can't see him for a whole 17 games. It's like, I mean, maybe you got to change your playing style a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but Avonte Maddox only played one season for us. He played the whole season. That was his rookie year. And it was like, after that, it was just injury after injury after injury after injury. He's a great player. I mean, he's a great player. He's a great NFL nickel corner. I mean, I think he's one of the best when he's on the field, but he's not on the field. So, I mean, right now, in our situation right now, we're going to have to do a couple things to kind of combat that. And it's going to be bringing the safety down, putting a slot in there, a nickel in there. Had Goodrich chase it because Goodrich got speed on him too. He's a strong dude. I feel like he could hold up for the most part. I mean, I ain't gonna say he could play a whole football game for us, but he could hold up for the most part. I mean, I don't like Ricks in the nickel. I mean, I feel like he's more of an outside corner. Job, an outside corner. I don't want to see Bradbury there either because he's physical, but he's not quick. So that's not gonna be a good matchup. Only unless we had like a tight end or something in there, and I feel like he could run with them. But them little other little short, shiftier, fast dudes, I don't got Bradbury staying with them dudes. So, I mean, I don't feel like Bradbury in the slot is a good idea either. I don't want Slay in there because usually the number one corner is on the outside. Like this week is going to be Mike Evans, and Slay going to have to match up with him. But they might put Bradbury on him because he's a bigger dude, stuff like that. But, I mean, them two dudes, they are outside corners. I don't want to see them in the slot or in that nickel position unless they put a scheme out there where Mike Evans is in the nickel. Now you got to go in there. You got to cover this dude because you got Goodrich. Goodrich probably like 5'10". You got stuff like that. Or you could even throw that Job. You could throw Job in there because Job he a bigger dude. He's like a 6'2", 6'2", or 6'1" type dude. And he probably could hold up a little bit because Mike Evans not quick. He just physical and he got speed, but he's not quick. So I can see that happening where they line him up in the slot and Job will go in there and kind of like try his best to cover him. But other than that, it's like, bro, I don't feel like it's a big problem until it become a big problem. I feel like we'll be okay. We'll be okay with Avonte, man. We didn't survive a lot of times without this dude. I feel like we'll be okay. They got a game plan to put together that'll be okay. But I mean, as far as Maddox going forward with the Philadelphia Eagles, it's like, damn, bro. I love you to death, but at the end of the day, you hurting the team every time you get injured, bro. You hurting the team. So, I mean, we're gonna have to make a decision at the end of the season about Maddox.
Yep. And this is a cup before we.
I think if I'm not mistaken, and Trey or DV, y'all can straighten me. Eric Berry came back after that cancer and blew out his Achilles in the first game, right? Okay. I thought I no disrespect to Eric. I know he had the cancer, but I knew he came back. I wasn't for sure. I thought he blew out his Achilles.
First game. I think it was like week 5 or something like that.
I thought it was early. It was early in the season.
Early though. I ain't know when, but I know it was early.
Yeah, it was like week 4, week 5. He played a couple games before he blew it out.
That's crazy, bro.
Eric Berry was a dog though, bro.
To beat cancer and then come back and play your last season blowing out your Achilles, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Bob Sanders was a monster, bro. He just his body wasn't at the level that his play was. It was like, bro, he'd go up, he'd be bombing people and all that, but it'd be like, damn, bro, you killing yourself for real. The playing style, he had a Dawkins type playing style with a Avonte Maddox type
body. What up, Dad?
Can y'all hear me?
Morning, we can hear you.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Good seeing you at the game, sis.
Right, it was good seeing you.
Yes, sir. So go ahead. What you talked about the Hurst and Brown, so go ahead and talk about it, sis.
I was saying I'm not worried about that. I actually appreciate that because that's showing that AJ knows that this offense isn't looking like what the offense is supposed to look like. And he only want to make the offense better. And I feel like we all know the relationship that Jalen and AJ has. And even if they weren't best friends, I still appreciate it showing that AJ has passion because that means he cares. Like we winning and he still want to be involved. We 2-0, he still want to be involved. He got paid, he already extended, but he still want to put in that work. So I actually like that he still got that fire in him.
Yeah. So what about the Avonte Maddox injury?
Man, Avonte Maddox always injured. So what's new? Is that new?
That ain't new. You right.
No one likes